switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego since the world foot.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the 1st.
I know the fans want to see 1st downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Montgomery back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Forward with Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Caught by Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Fields, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Fields. This complete to Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Dante Pettis, 72 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw, it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A final shot before half for Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first down and 10 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now a handoff working right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3rd and 2, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. On 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. From the 24, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To the air again, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones to about the 40-yard line.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Open man. This is Lewis. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a 33-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's Jones again on second down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to have the Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory.